I'm just the guy who wants people to go to Disney and to feel this magic. You know, if anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I want to give this a 5 out of 5 just because you have to see it. I'm File91e and these are my Disney news and reviews. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Disney news and reviews. I'm File91e. And I had a pretty good week this week. It was pretty interesting. I got a lot of good feedback off of my past two videos, especially the bonus video. A lot of you like that. And if you want me to put up more bonus videos like that, I really need something to talk about. So if you want to give me something to talk about or anything like that, you know, ask me questions. I don't care. Say, hey, could you do a video on this, answering this question, explaining this? Oh yeah, I'll be happy to. I also got a comment from another YouTuber saying that it's kind of crazy having a whole channel dedicated to Disney. And yeah, a lot of my channel is dedicated to Disney and this Disney News and Review show. But you know, the File91e channel is, you know, just stuff where I put up my, different things. I do a lot more than just Disney stuff. But a lot of that goes on my other channel, the Real Deal Productions channel, that I have a link to in the description bar. Check that out. I uploaded two new videos. They're just two parts to a 15-minute short movie that I made a couple months ago, almost a year ago now, and it is rated R. So, you know, if any of you, don't want to watch rated R movies, then don't watch it. But it is, rated R. It's, it's basically, I'm in it, and I also directed it and wrote it in less than a day. We wrote it and shot it in less than 24 hours. Editing took a little bit longer, but the writing and shooting in less than 24 hours, that's an easy feat to accomplish. So check that out, and look at me, I've been blabbering on. Let's get right to the news. The Star Wars Weekends concludes June the 12th through the 14th with special guests Dave Filoni, who is the supervising director and creative force behind the Clone Wars television series, and Tenemura Morrison, who played Jango Fett. Check that out if you're going down. Disney has instituted a new thing. It's called the Mobile Room Ready Notification Service. What you do is you give them your cell phone number after you check in, and when your room is ready, they give you a cell phone alert with your room number. Now, if the room number is different than the number they gave you at your check-in, you got to go up and talk to them to avoid any further confusion. But but that's a pretty cool thing. So you check in, go eat something, explore the hotel, and then when your room's ready, boom, got it right on the cell phone. Check it out. It's a pretty cool service. And happy birthday to Donald Duck. He turned 75 years old on June 9th this past week. Donald made his first appearance on June 9th, 1934 in the Silly Symphony episode, The Wise Little Hen, if you remember that. Donald's original voice was that of Clarence Ducky Nash, and after 50 years of that, Tony Anselmo became the Duck's feisty voice. So just, a bit of trivia. And Amazon.com has announced some new Disney video game titles that were released in E3. Among those titles are G-Force for the DS, Toy Story Mania for the Wii, which should be cool because Toy Story Mania is a shooting game at Disney's Hollywood Studios, so that should be fun. And a new Pirates of the Caribbean game for the PS3, and more were listed, but I just wanted to give you a couple of those titles. So check those out at Amazon.com. You can probably pre-order them and do whatever. So let's get right to the reviews. Okay, the first thing I picked out was the Pangani Forest Exploration Trail in the Africa section of the Disney's Animal Kingdom. Now what these guys say the Pangani Forest Exploration Trail is a walk-through zoological exhibit, major attraction, go before 10 a.m. or after 2:30, 3 stars. That's exactly what it is. It's right next to the Kilimanjaro Safaris, and usually if you're exiting the Kilimanjaro Safaris, you'll wind up walking through this exhibit anyway. You can choose not to and go back to about your way, but it's a pretty cool add-on. It's kind of a zoo thing. As they say, you just walk through the trail and you see different animals. Me and my brother, we did do that, and it was interesting. I told you I'm not a real big zoo guy or an animal guy. I thought the animals looked pretty weird, and funny, my brother sent the picture. It looks really weird, just like this animal just doesn't have a butt, like it's coming straight out of the tree, So that was pretty cool. You know, and you see different things because at different points throughout the trail, there are cast members there to help you, you know, figure out what you know what you're looking at. They answer your questions, and they give you information about different zoo things. There's, you know, skulls. They're not real skulls, they're sculptures, but skulls of different things, of, you know, like a hippopotamus or other different animals. There's, you know, you can see some gorillas. We saw a gorilla while we were there, and everybody's hovered around the glass going you know, that's what gorillas see. You know, they don't see us, you know, being civilized human beings. They see little kids going you know, I mean, come on now. Why are you licking the glass? And the gorilla goes, that's funny. You know? But you know, if you're into animals and zoos and different things like that, you will enjoy this. You do see a lot of animals. It's one of the better animal features of the animal kingdom. But me, you all know how I feel about the animal kingdom, so I won't go into that any further. Okay, so the Pangani Forest Exploration Trail, I'm going to give just a medium 3 stars. You can go on it if you want to, but if you don't want to, you really don't have to. It's nothing to see. You know, it's nothing spectacular, but you don't have to not see it as well. You can if you want to, especially if you're into animals. You'll love this. You'll love this exhibit. So the Pangani Forest Exploration Trail, 3 stars. Okay, the next thing I picked out was Disney's Sounds Dangerous, starring Drew Carey at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Now, what these guys say it is, it's a show demonstrating sound effects. Minor attraction, go before 11 a.m. or after 4 p.m. Funny and informative, 3 stars. Duration is about 12 minutes. Now, this place is right next to the Indiana Jones ride, and you might think it's really interesting because it's right in the center of everything. It is handicap accessible, and after a short wait, you go in and you sit down in a theater, and it's really what it is. It's just a theater. You know, you're like, oh crap, this is a bad seat. What's going on here? Because it's so old. These seats are really old. And then you got these, you know, headphones here that are old. That they say it's state of the art, but they're old. And I put them on and they hurt my ears, and I'm like, I have better ones at my house. I mean, look at these. Look, these are better. These are better. Okay? But no, they don't have those. They're broken in Sounds Dangerous, okay? But more on that later. The story is, you know, everybody gets in, you sit down, and, you know, oh, Drew Carey pops up on the stage, you know, pops up on the screen. You're going to be a test audience for a pilot, a new show for ABC called Undercover Live. And you're following Drew Carey as an undercover agent. He's going to go undercover, and he has all these different little cameras and sound stuff. So you see what he sees and you hear what he hears. But it sounds dangerous, right? So the video goes out and all you can do is hear him. And he goes through this whole story about finding this guy, and all you do is hear sounds. Now once the video goes out, kids freak. They freak out. They just, oh my god. If your child is afraid of the dark, do not take them on this ride. They will cry. Most of the sounds in Sounds Dangerous are live sounds from kids screaming. Okay? So yeah. Drew gets the guy and you leave Sounds Dangerous wasting 12 minutes of your life. It's really not that good. I'm not going to rate it a 1 because Drew Carey can be funny at sometimes. I like Drew Carey. But I did not like him in this, and it's no surprise that in 2009, recently, they just made it open seasonally. So that's pretty much the death knell for Sounds Dangerous. They're probably going to do something else with it. Hopefully it'll be a lot better than what they did. This could have been so much better than it, you know, than it really was, because I love sound effects, but this really isn't anything good. So I want to give Sounds Dangerous, starring Drew Carey, 2 stars. You really shouldn't see this ride unless you're killing time and you go in to waste 12 minutes. You know, and the line's open. So yeah, check that out. But it's 2 stars, okay? I can't really say anything else about it. Just 2 stars. Sounds Dangerous. I didn't like it. If you like it, I'm sorry, but I didn't like it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this week's news and reviews. This might be one of the last weeks that you see this hat. I might have to pull a little switcheroo on you, because one of the people, you know, Opera Cat mentioned that you know, I look alright without the hat, so I want to put on my indie hat though, so you can show off the sideburns. Yeah. So if anybody else from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I do this just because I'm a guy who loves Disney and I want to inform people about Disney World. And go to allears.net, touringplans.com, buy this book or the newest edition out there, 2010. And hope you all join me next week. See you guys next week.